Hi there. Mm-hmm. I, yeah. See, this goes to show habits. We're creatures of habits, always. Okay. I wanted to tell you guys what the antidote to abuse is. Pretty much, it's the antidote to hate, and that is love. And I believe that it's perfectly acceptable to love your narcissist. A narcissist. As a matter of fact, I think you should love anybody who hates you, anybody who's your enemy, anybody who harms you. I think you should love them. Why? Because love is the antidote to evil and hate. Besides, if you hate somebody back, just perpetuates the problem, right? Just makes it get worse. Now they've just retaliated, and then guess what? They feel validated in their bad behavior. But when you're nice to somebody back, they don't feel validated. And everybody, even if they don't get it, everybody else around can see that he's or she is the big jerk, right? And at least you can go to bed at night knowing that you're a good person and that person is not being a very good person, right? So I want to talk to you about love really, really quickly. And what does that look like as far as I'm concerned? I don't know everything there is to know about everything. So it's my opinion. I am not a doctor. I am not a therapist. I am not, a magical person. I'm just a human being. I'm also a survivor and a coach. And I've done this for a long time. And I have a lot of experience in narcissistic abuse, unfortunately, from my own experience, but just because I do this every day. Anyways, with that said, love is the antidote. Love for the narcissist, love for our families, and love for ourselves as well. And see, love is beautiful. It is empowering. Love is the highest vibration. If you believe in vibrations, then you have to realize that love invigorates you. When you're walking around just feeling positive and loving and kind and compassionate, and you're looking to love on things all day, then it's going to be very hard to be mean and evil, right? But this gets really hard to do when you're with somebody that's hurting you, right? How do you love somebody that's hurting you or has done something quite vile to you in your life or to somebody you love? I think you can love somebody, and then loving them also means letting them suffer the natural consequences of their bad choices. Isn't that true? Because if you condone or allow or continue to give them the opportunity to continue to do the bad behavior, are they learning anything? Because you're just condoning. It's kind of like a bad kid. We all know those. We might even have them in our house. So when you just keep giving them their way and letting them do the wrong thing and they never have to pay a consequence, is that really loving the person? You're not teaching them anything. And that's not reality anyways. There are natural consequences for all decisions. So the second component is I believe that you should love yourself. And I believe that love for yourself moves you to stand up for yourself. Not in an evil way. I don't expect you to go, fight, drama, chaos, argument, be evil. I say loving yourself means setting the boundaries, setting the tone, saying, I'm not doing that with you. I'm not going to let you. I remember I met this guy. I got to tell you guys. I have a lot of stories. I'm trying not to tell them because they're embarrassing. So, do you really want to air all your dirty laundry? I do when you can learn something from them, because I had to learn everything the hard way, which is why I'm here. So hopefully you're wiser than me and you can learn from my mistakes so you don't have to suffer the way I suffered. But I remember I met this guy and he was like wanting to date, but then right away he was starting to do crazy things like disappear and like call me 3 days later, or just start acting very squirrely. And it's like, really? And they expect you to just go put up with it. Why would I put up with it? Like, what am I getting out of this? What am I getting out of this deal? So the point is that by saying no, which may mean leaving and losing them out of your life, is a sacrifice, but what's the alternative? By just feeling desperate to have them around, so then you put up with bad behavior and the behavior gets worse, you get abused, manipulated, conned, and who knows what kind of host of other problems that God only knows nobody wants. So we must learn to care about ourselves enough to stand up and say, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to sit you out. I'm going to sit you out as a natural consequence for your poor decisions. Because I'm not going to put up with that in my life, because everybody gets to choose who they have in their life and what they'll tolerate, what they won't tolerate, and what they want around them and what they don't. It's their rights. So, love the narcissist enough to let them go and suffer the consequence if that's what needs to happen. But suffer the consequences. They need to. I've been in situations before where I should have got restraining orders. So with a narcissist when I was in my 20s, and that guy followed me around and harassed me after I went no contact for 6 straight up years. And he would bully me and bully my new boyfriends and come where I was at and try to just disrupt my life as much as possible. I should have gotten a restraining order and I just didn't, because why? I felt sorry for him. But he didn't feel sorry for me. He was making my life a living hell. But forget that, right? Let's feel sorry for them. No, you must feel sorry for you. You must protect you. Your safety is vital. Your mental health is vital. You cannot put yourself lower than that person. You must love yourself more than you love them. And then you fill up your well. And then you can give more to everybody else. But if you walk around depleted and not getting enough and you're not getting your needs taken care of, then you're going to be resentful and angry and argumentative and who knows what else. And then you're not the person that you really are. You're like this other hybrid human that's neglected and cranky. And that's just not how you want to show up in the world or be there for the other people that you love. So, and I know this is so hard when it's your family. Oh, it's terrible. Because you don't get like another dad or another mom or another sister or another brother. And when that's the like core of your foundation of your family, I know I've been posting a lot about toxic family arrangements. When you find yourself in the middle of a toxic family and you realize around you are people that are just not, they're not interacting in a very healthy way at all. And I'm talking extreme, right? This is not like, oh, Aunt Susie, didn't cook Sally's unfavorite meal again because she's like, she knows she don't like chocolate. No, I'm talking about sleeping with your husband and lying about you behind your back so that you guys will argue amongst each other and pretending to be your best friend in your face, and then when you're not around, saying terrible things about you, ruining your reputation, making up things, lying, conniving, scheming, cheating, abuse. It's terrible. And when you realize that you're in the middle of that and you don't want that for your own reality, so you have to take yourself out of the equation, so that rocks your whole universe because your whole foundation is built on those around you. They're supposed to be your core, your strength. And then you realize they're not strong at all. They're actually very weak in an emotional perspective. And so you cannot count on them to be there for you emotionally at all. So it turns out something super exciting though, because I want to end all of my videos on a positive note because this gets all dark and dreary and creepy and Narcville-ish, and I just don't want to end it there. Because it turns out no matter where you come from, no matter what's happened to you in your life, no matter, how hard it's been, and no matter what people have done to you, you still have the ability to learn to do better. You can rise up over it. You can learn healthy habits. You can learn a different way. You don't have to live in this. You don't have to live in Narcville. Here's your ticket out. Get out. Run. You don't have to live in it, and you don't have to stay there. And it will destroy you. And why should it? Because each human being is individual, right? It's an individual. And each one gets to choose what they want out of their own life. And if you don't want to live in a toxic environment, then you have every right to remove yourself from it and do better. Learn what healthy looks like. Learn what healthy communication looks like. Learn how people respect each other. Learn that people don't all cheat on each other and lie and connive and sneak and divide each other and do such vile, nasty things to one another. It doesn't have to be like that. But you're not going to fix it. I tried. It's not happening. It doesn't happen. No doubt you've tried too. So you're not going to fix it. You're not going to change humans. They're all choosing. All you can do is change what's going on the inside here. And then you can be an example to other people. And you can love them and leave them.